do you kind of remember when you first heard about that? I mean, what was it? What was it like for a person in the 70s to discover punk? You know, what is that like? You know, like, because I'm from before the internet a little bit, but I mean, like, people are constantly on their phones. They know about everything. They have access to everything. Yep. And so, like, back then, it was like kind of the dark ages, unless you went to the library or, you know, went out of your way.
It was the dark. I lived in the dark ages, Stephen. Yeah, that's when I was born. The dark ages. Yeah. So no running water, no flush toilets. I mean, it was bad, man.
So punk wasn't a mainstream thing. It wasn't a radio thing. So, like,
no, it wasn't.
How did you find out about it?
I lived in this college town in Durham, New Hampshire, and they had this great college radio station. So you could always get like alternative stuff on the college radio. So I was dialed into that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that was really cool. But when I first heard punk, man, it just. To be honest with you, I didn't like it at first.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, the first 10 times I heard it, I was like, what the fuck is this noise? And then you kind of develop this, you kind of understand what they're trying to do, and then all of a sudden it's just like, that's all you want to listen to, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting that, you know, it's basically, it was a response to, from what I understand, I wasn't there, but it was a response to the over dramatic, produced bands of the time. There was a lot, from what I understand, there was a lot of Genesis, Deep Purple, jam bands, Kansas, that kind of stuff. And so these guys were just like, you know, taking it back to the beginning and just like the shitty stuff. Let's just make some noise, and it's just all about the emotion.
Yeah.
And,
a lot of overproduced stuff, and people were just. I mean, most of these bands that. Like Fear and all these. I mean, these are fucking homeless people.
Yeah.
Who, you know, stole the guitar and sold a set of drums and is just making music in someone's garage.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just raw.
And so back then, was it like 45s? Was it tapes? Was it you know? Did you ever see any zines in that?
Zines?
Yeah, little homemade magazines from the
punk
scenes,
yeah.
that kind of stuff. Like,
you
know.
It was. I mean, it was all that. I mean, mostly it was. You know, LPs, some cassettes, but you know, I didn't have a lot of money growing up, so it was whatever I could get your hands on. You know what I mean?
Well, and I also think that maybe that's something that attracts people to punk as well. Is it's just you don't have to have a lot of money.
Right.
I mean, I was in a band with these guys that I mean, they were great musicians, but we always had this. We always felt like maybe we weren't as good as the other guys because the other bands, they had parents that bought them the Marshall amps and the Gibson guitars and stuff like that. And we always had these like little kind of off-brand stuff, but we were good.
Yeah.
And, I even had guys that had better equipment than me that were like, how'd you get your sound? You know, that kind of stuff. And it's just like punk, you know, like maybe I'm not necessarily that's my number one genre that I listen to all the time, but like I always have that kind of ethos a little bit.
Yeah, I mean a lot of those early bands had no fucking clue how to play their.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna get a beep on this one, isn't it?
No.
Yeah,
no, I haven't been beeping.
Oh, you haven't been beeping?
No, I only did that for a while. So that's when Rob was saying his like, you know, very hateful stuff.
Yeah, I mean a lot of these guys were not great musicians, right? It was all about the energy and the feeling, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I loved it. I still listen to it. I still listen to Dead Kennedys and Sex Pistols and Fear. Fear is one of my favorite.
Mm-hmm. Fear is it Fear LA band, right?
Yeah, Fear's LA.
Fear's
band.
LA. Dead Kennedys is the Bay Area.
It's the Bay Area. Yep.
You know.
Sex Pistols is England.
Yeah, I got into this stuff later. Luckily for me, when I was like 15, 16, that was kind of like the Napster thing.
Right.
And pretty much anything that I had heard of, I could look up and listen to. And so, you know, it was good and bad. It was good because I could be inspired. I can find new artists. It's bad because, well, it kind of just ruined their livelihood, you know, with the whole thing.
I changed the industry. Now it is what it is. You know?
Yeah, we got to evolve with the times. Mm-hmm. You know, it's cool. Did you ever see any of those, kind of iconic punk bands back in the day?
Yeah, I saw a lot. I've seen Bowie a bunch of times. I've seen Fear. Never saw the Dead Kennedys.
Mm-hmm. And where at? In New England or in California?
No, in California.
Yeah, okay.
In California.
So
yeah.
you went from New England to San Diego.
Yeah.
And this was kind of mid-'70s, late 70s, early 80s?
It was early 80s.
Yeah.
Right? Because I met my wife, my beautiful wife, 82.
Mm-hmm.
82. So, yeah, it would be late 70s, early 80s.
Mm-hmm.
We used to just go to, a lot of different shows in San Diego
what
and
inspired
Los
that
Angeles.
move?
Have you ever been into New Hampshire before?
No.